Resident Evil Requiem has a very, very interesting but yet redonkulous puzzle that you have to solve if you want to get some credit points to spend for bonus stuff. Just note that you do not need to solve this puzzle if you want to get the platinum trophy. You can do all of this and solve the puzzle for funsies if you want. Here is everything that you will need to solve this crazy puzzle. You will need Grace, Emily, Marie's doll, 115 bodies dropped, I will explain this one later. No kills in the grinder, I will also explain this one later. 8 toilet flushes, again, I will explain this one later. And the girl's severed hand just in case. The puzzle starts whenever you get to the basement part with Grace, and she has to rescue Emily from being kidnapped. Alright, so once you've gotten to this part, you gotta use the forklift key to move this out of the way. And this is where the puzzle starts. So we gotta get through this bit right here. Go ahead and get him out of the way. I don't want to deal with him later. We gotta push this, and then we gotta go through all this crap. Yeah, you gotta do all this bit. Alright, so this is where we gotta go up here. So this is where, like I said, this is where the puzzle really starts here. You gotta get all the way over here. And what we gotta do is we gotta let 115 of these bodies drop right into that pool of blood. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna save. I'm gonna create a save here. And yeah, we just gotta wait until 115 of those bodies fall into that pool of blood there. And it technically, people say that it takes around about 15 minutes. So set your timer, whatever. I'm gonna set mine, and I'm gonna just go do something else, yeah, until this finishes. So yeah, I'll be back. Okay, I think that should be enough right there. I am back. I think that should be enough time. I even waited an extra 5 minutes just to be sure that I was doing this right. Okay, so I'm actually gonna make another save here. And then we're finally gonna interact with the wheel. That way all the blood can drain, and then the processing and all this stuff, we can finally go down there. Once this part begins, you do not want to kill any zombies at all. It is very crucial, this part here, that you do not kill any zombies at all. You can knock them, stun them, but do not kill them. Alright, now that we have all 3 joint plugs here, we're gonna go back up here. I'll grab this herb real quick. Should I make another save here? No. And we're gonna go through here, and then we're gonna ride the slide all the way into this pool of blood. Another thing that you can check here to do, just to make sure that you did do it right. Once you drop in here, you can go turn the crank over here, like pull the switch, and the blood should drain. If you did this correctly, it should say that a ton of blood was drained. A ton of blood flowed out. Okay, so there we go. If you get that message, a ton. It has to be a ton. If you get that message, then you did do it right. If you got the message that it says like a lot of blood flowed out, then yeah, you gotta go back and do it again. But that's another good indication that you are doing this correctly. Alright, now that we have all 3 joint plugs, we can just plug those in here. Cue the cutscene. Come on, Emily, we gotta go. We gotta run. Yeah, we just gotta get through this elevator part. Yeah, I've done all that. So now you just gotta run, you just gotta escape. Yeah, so and then you'll go through here. You'll trigger this cutscene where she falls through the elevator. We thought that Grace's leg got cut off. That was some amazing voice acting to make us think that that was actually gonna happen. You turn around, you grab the severed hand. I really don't think the severed hand means anything. Well, it's for the code, really. You grab the severed hand for the code. But if you already know the code, which I'm pretty sure we all do at this point, we're just gonna go put Emily down here. And while she's sitting there, we are going to go to the toilets, the bathroom. Yes, and then once you get over here, you're going to go to the, I'm assuming the first stall right here to your left. And what you're going to do is flush this toilet 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There we go. We have flushed the toilet 8 times. You don't want to do it any more than that. You don't want to do it any less than that. All right. So now that we have flushed the toilet 8 times, we're going to go back and grab Emily. All right, Emily, let's go. Vamonos. Come on, little girl. We got adventures to go on. So now that we have Emily here, I'm actually going to make another save here. I think is a good idea. And then we're going to go over here and just go through this part. Then you'll get to this part and you'll encounter the helicopter pilot, and you have to go find the helicopter key, which is down in the basement lab over there. Got to go through all that mess. There's another key part in here to do, so we'll go over there and go do that. Yeah, so now we're out here in the basement level of this laboratory. Yeah, this entire freaking puzzle thing is just outright redonkulous. Like, I can't believe this is actually in a Resident Evil game. Like, it's just wild. I'm pretty sure there's been some puzzles like this, correct me if I'm wrong, in past Resident Evil games, so yeah, but this is just outright ridiculous. Once you get the helicopter key, you're gonna trigger all the cutscenes, and once everything starts exploding here, we're gonna go to the right over here, and then you're gonna save here. You don't have to, maybe if you want to, I will. Every time I save the game, by the way, every time I'm making a save, I make a new one. Just in case I skip certain parts or I don't do certain parts correctly. I just go ahead and make a new save every single time. Gives me some security, you know. So yeah, you just gotta fight your way through this horde of zombies here. Use the tanks to make sure you get through. So yeah, we just gotta keep on pushing through here, and then we're gonna get to this part where the freaking blood just explodes everywhere on us. This part right here, that freaking globe thing, is gonna break and it's gonna spill a lot of blood on us. So if we did things correctly, Marie's doll should be at the bottom of the stairs here. There we go, there she is. This is the doll that you need. Alright, we have made it out of that laboratory. Now, once you escape here, excuse me, just cuz. Once you escape here, you can go through this window here. There is an item box that we can use. We're gonna store the hand and the doll in this item box here. We'll store that and store that. And then from this point, all you gotta do now is just finish the game. That's all you're gonna do. I'm gonna go to main story, and then I'm gonna load that save that I did when I had Emily in the, what's it called? I'm assuming it's this one. Yeah. After I grab Emily, after I rescue her, it's gotta be this one. Alright, so now I'm back here with Emily after I rescued her from the basement before the helicopter scene. Make sure you have Marie's doll and the hand in your inventory before going over to the researcher's office and doing the code. Alright, so now we gotta go back through here, and we gotta go to this one. And then we gotta input the code. This is going to be a long code here. So stay with me here, British. Stay with me now. This is going to be sun, star, sun, moon, star, sun, moon, sun, moon, star, moon. And if you did it right, you hear that little girl's laugh, and the prompt pops up. Congratulations, you let the sweet pair hear the voice. Please check challenges. And there we go. The final puzzle is now complete. It tells you up there on the right-hand side of the screen. You can go to those challenges, and it finally gives you the 20,000 credits for completing the final puzzle. And that was my little guide there for completing the final puzzle. It is a lot to do. You don't have to do it if you don't want to, but it's a cool little, fun little puzzle that if you want to do it, you can. If you did enjoy this video, leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. If you want to share this guide with your friends, the people you love, the people who love this game, who want to figure out this puzzle, go ahead and you are more than happy to do so. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Burr.